Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about more on Tkinter, and today we'll be discussing about canvas. I hope you know the basics of Tkinter as I've already discussed in my previous video, which is on Tkinter basics. I'm not going to explain you the Tkinter basics, I'm going to jump on its functionality. So the first functionality which I'm going to talk about in this video is canvas. Okay, so what exactly is canvas? Right, so consider this screen. This is a screen, Tkinter screen, right? Screen is equals to tk and then parenthesis. So this is your screen, and it doesn't has a background. It has a white grayish background. Okay, so you wish to change the background, or you wish to add an image in the background. So for that you have to create a canvas here. Okay, you have to create a canvas here. Okay, in the parameters of your window or your Tkinter widget or window. Yeah, it's window screen. Okay, so you have to create a canvas. Like in canvas in literal meaning means a picture. Okay, canvas means a photograph or a painting. So basically you need a canvas here, which is actually a layer above your default screen. Okay, and above this layer or above this canvas you can add your color, your choice, color of your choice. For example, if I want green, if I want this color, then I'll add this color, or if I want an image, I'll add the image here. Okay, in the screen. Okay, you can also vary the length. If you want to add two images, you can have one image here like this. Right, let me just clear this out. Just wait a second. Okay, so this is your screen basically, right? And for example, you want two images, right? You want to add two images. So in the canvas you can adjust the height, length, or width of your image which you are entering. So half you can have one image, right? Half you can have one image, and the other half you can have another image. Okay, so that means you can vary your images. You can also vary your color. For example, you want to add here this color, and in this widget and the other part of the widget or other part of your screen you want to add this color, so you can do the same also. Okay, so let's move to the syntax. Oh, I'm sorry, let's move to the syntax. Okay, just wait a second. Yep. Okay, so syntax. So our usual syntax of Tkinter is first we have to create a screen, right? Screen. Screen would be tk or top level, it's your wish. So this is your screen, and after that at the end you have to write screen dot main loop, so that your screen does not closes in a second. Okay, if you don't write this, your screen won't hold. Okay, tk is not defined, I'm sorry, it should be small k. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to import tkinter. Yep. Okay, tk is I'm sorry. Yeah, you have to write from tkinter, from tkinter import. Yeah, yeah, this is the usual form of importing tkinter, right? Okay, so it shows finished. All right, what is happening is when you write screen is equals to tk, screen is created actually, but it closes immediately, which is invisible, which feels like invisible to your naked eyes. Okay, so for that you have to actually hold this screen in a loop. So for that there is a syntax, screen.main loop. I've already told you about this in my previous video, which I'll recommend you to watch it. Okay, so now if you see, you have your window. So what if you want a geometry, right? If I look at this again, this is a specified or a default length of your screen. What if you want to adjust the screen length? For example, you have to increase the width, you have to increase the height. So there is a function of Tkinter which is known as screen dot geometry, which I've already told you in my previous video. Geometry, and here you can write your geometry 1000 x 1000. Okay, so yeah, but it's actually getting out, so I'll just 2600. Yep, that's an appropriate length. Okay, so let's move ahead. So let's go to canvas. Okay, so for canvas you have to actually create a variable. So I'm naming my variable canvas only. Don't get confused between the canvas method and the canvas variable. Okay, or you can write it as can. Okay, can is equals to take canvas. Canvas is a method, C capital, similar to your label, your entry, right? So similar to that, you have your canvas. I've already told you what canvas is. It's actually a layered picture above your screen, Tkinter screen. So inside this, you write your screen, similar to label, and then you have to write your height. Then you have to write not your, then you have to write your preferred height, what you want your canvas to be, how long you want. So I actually want it to be 1000, its height to be 600, right? Similar to this is height and this is width, if you don't know. Okay, so I want 600, similar to our screen, and width, I want the width to be 1000. Okay, right. Then yeah, you have to write can dot pack. Okay, but you don't see any difference, right? But you don't see any difference. This is because you have not specified the color of your canvas. Okay, so color of your canvas, we can write it as bg is equals to let be blue. Okay, so now it's perfect, right? Very good. So one more thing you can do is, let's reduce this and see what happens. So yeah, you get this one. Okay, what if you want to move this canvas? Okay, what if you want to move this canvas here, here? You know what to do if you want to move your canvas here. You just have to write grid, right? I hope you remember this grid. Okay, so what if you want your image to be here, or you want to move your axis in an arbitrary coordinate? Okay, so for that you have place, which I have not explained you in my previous video, so please focus. So in the place you specify x-axis. So let's, for first we'll take 0, y-axis 0. So yeah, so you get your starting point, right? You get your starting point, which is here. So this coordinate is actually 0 comma 0. Okay, if you move your x, it's gonna move here. If you move your y, it's gonna move here. Okay, because there is no window above, right? So let me explain you more clearly about x-axis is. The axis is, just wait. Yep. Okay, so yeah, so you have your axis here and you have your axis here. Okay, so this is 0 comma 0 in your Tkinter widget, not in mathematics. For mathematics, this y-axis here is actually minus y. Okay, so in Tkinter, your x-axis increases here. Your x-axis, I'm sorry, not axis. So your x-axis increases here. So x, right, and your y-axis increases here. Okay, this is your y-axis, and that's it. You can move your x if you want. Let's label this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you want your image to be in 5, so here 5, 5, right, 5 comma 3, right, x equals to 5 and y equals to 3, so your image is gonna be 5, right, and 3, right? So your image is gonna be here, right? Here is your image. Your image is gonna be here, the head of your image. Okay, so okay, I hope you fully understood the concept or the axes in your Tkinter widget or screen. Okay, so it's very simple. Let's move to our code. So if I enter 100 and comma 100, right, so you see your widget moved. So you can apply hit and trial method to check what's the position or what's the desired position. Okay, so here, okay, so I'm gonna go back to what I've written earlier. I'll be using pack. Okay, you can use your x-axis, y-axis. I already told you can manipulate with the code. I'm just telling you the basics. Okay, you have to use your brain to create something. Okay, so can is equals to canvas screen. This is your. So now let's add an image. Okay, so let's create a photo variable, photo variable, and here we're going to use a photo image method already present in Tkinter. So the syntax for it is same as canvas or label. Okay, you just have to write photo, P capital, image, I capital with no spaces. Okay, so here you have to write, of course, your screen, right? Screen. Oh no, you don't have to write, sorry, you don't have to write screen. You have to write photo image, and here you have to write the location of the file. What file? Your image file, which you want as a background. Okay, for example, here I'm gonna just wait a second. Okay, here I'm gonna choose this image, not these two, this image. Let me open it and show it to you. It's an image of a burger, two burgers actually, right? So what I have to do is copy this location, its location, property, copy its location. And before getting started with photo or applying photo as a background, just remember that your image should be in PNG form. Nowadays, PNG is, when you download an image, it's always going to store in a JPG file. So for what to do, if you want to change your file to PNG, you just have to go to your whatever your image is, right click and go to edit, right? And let me just shorten the image if it's not clearly visible. Yep, this is the image. You have to go to file, then you have to go to save as and PNG picture. Okay, and specify the location. I'd suggest you to place your file or place your image in the desktop only, so that your code can be similar to mine. Okay, right. So just wait a second, I'm sorry, just close this. Okay, so let's move to our image. So inside you have to write file, file is equals to specify the location, which we have already copied. It should be in parentheses, I am sorry, parentheses, and slash whatever the name of your file or your images, that is in this case burger.png. Okay, and before getting started or before moving ahead, notice that these are being highlighted, right? That means this would probably generate error by the Python interpreter. So to solve this, you just have to write R, or you can have double slashes, either one of them. Okay, right, let's move ahead. So you have to do canvas. The code is very simple now. So here can, your variable, can dot create, I'm sorry, create underscore image, and parentheses, inside parentheses you have to write image is equal to whatever the image is. I'll write image is equal to photo here in this case, whatever your variable is, and you're done to go, and you're done. Okay, so image, I'm sorry, what's the error? Tuple out of index. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. For here also you have to specify the x-axis and y-axis of your image. For example, I've got 0, 0. Right, here it's going to be 0, 0. So control X, control B. Yep, so you get this, right? But you want your full image. Actually, it's taking the image from the center. If you widen this, yep, so it's not going on. It's only going to be in above the canvas. So it's actually taking the image from the middle, right? This is the middle part of the image, right? So for that you have to write anchor. Okay, so NW will tell you what anchor is, and you get your image. That's your full image. Okay, if you're not getting your image fully, or if you're getting something like this, you just have to increase your window uh, by canvas both, keeping the canvas and geometry same. Okay, so you can adjust the geometry, you can adjust the canvas, anything you want. Okay, so what is anchor? Let me explain you. I actually don't remember the much code of anchor, but still I'll show you what anchor is. So take this window, this is your window, right? This is your window. Anchor is actually the position of your image from which you're going to start, right? This is your NW. This is your center. For center you have to write C E N T E, right, and R. Okay, for center, and this is S. So there is a code for this also, which I don't remember. There's a code for this also. There's a code for this also, and there's a code for this also. There's a code for this also, which I don't remember. I seem to remember these only, Right, this is good for this also. So it's basically the position of your image from which you're going to start. If I write NW, that means the printing or the adjustment of the image is going to start from this corner. If I write center, it's going to start from the center, right? So what I mean is, if I write NW, if let me take another this. So for example, this is your image. Okay, this is your image, and this is your corner of your image. This is your corner of your image. This is the center of your image, right? This is another corner. So if I write NW, what is going to happen is, let me take another let me just erase this, whatever it is placed in the inside, right? Just wait a second. Okay, right. So what if I write NW? It's what is going to happen, this is image, right? What is going to happen is, if I write NW, your image is going to be it's going to start from this corner, which is this corner, and it's going to go according to what you have defined your length as. Okay, it's going to go here till here, right? Starting from this corner. Okay, if you write center, what is going to happen, this part of the image is going to be upon your canvas. Okay, so that means you will have something like this. Okay, this part. So this part of your image is going to be layered over your canvas. Okay, if you write NW, you'll get the whole part. If you write center, you'll get the half this parts, right? I'll just show you. Okay, if I write center, okay, what's the error? Oh, sorry, TER. Okay, so yeah, you identified this, right? This is starting from the image. If I open the image, if I don't I'm sorry, if I open the image, it's starting from here, your center, right here, this part, right, this part, which I explained you. Okay, I hope the anchor is also clear. I hope your anchor is also clear. This is how you add your image. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. I'll be with the next video soon. I'll actually tell you more about Canvas, or I'll actually tell you more about Tkinter, for example, option menu, or something like that, and multiple windows, how to open multiple windows, and like that only. So thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free of cost.